Okay, this is a 9-mark question that you would find in the hazards section, which will be paper 1 in your GCSE. So it says, to what extent do the positives outweigh the negatives of living near a volcanic hazard? So it's 9 marks, and there's 3 marks for spag on these style questions, so 12 marks in total. So I'll just read it through first of all, but the clear thing I want you to be looking out for whilst we go through this is that there's a clear balanced argument, so 2 clear contrasting paragraphs and then a short conclusion at the end. So firstly, the positives. So I believe the positives of living in an area of volcanic activity outweigh the negatives, so I've stated my point. For example, the geothermal energy naturally produced from volcanic activity in Iceland provides an opportunity for energy use and tourism. 95% of the energy in Iceland is generated by geothermal energy, and the Blue Lagoon is a popular tourist location. This means that the locals will benefit from job opportunities, and income generated will help Iceland's economy to grow. So just in that first paragraph, I've clearly stated the positives, so geothermal energy and also tourism. I've included some case study detail, so 95% of energy is generated by geothermal energy, and I've also talked about the Blue Lagoon, which is a key tourist hotspot that provides opportunities. So let's have a look at some of the negatives on the other hand. So I've clearly started with that contrasting connective. So on the other hand, a negative of volcanic activity in Iceland is the danger of volcanic eruptions. For example, E15, which is the name of a volcano in Iceland, erupted in 2010, causing major disruption for people living near. This led to over 800 people having to be evacuated from the foot of E15, with many homes destroyed and roads blocked by mud flows. So again, same thing, so made my point, used evidence linked to E15, and then I've explained why is that a problem as well. So finally, we need to include our conclusion to suggest whether we think the positives do outweigh the negatives. So I've said overall, so started to make it clear this is my conclusion. I believe that although there are always significant dangers of living near volcanoes, the wide range of social and economic positives that they bring to Iceland, so I'm using the language from the question, through tourist income and geothermal energy, clearly outweigh the occasional danger of volcanic eruption. So we've had our main points. We've stated the other side of the argument on the other hand, and then we've got a clear conclusion. So this would guarantee you the 9 marks overall.